What up, friends?
What up, world? It's your boy Jimbo.
And I'm that guy, Joe.
And welcome to another Patio Pour in the Rain here in lovely Afton, Missouri.
And Obot Short, a series of short beer reviews. That's what we're on right now. We do episodes, we like episodes. Our episode 110 featuring KC Beer Co., shout out to KC, is out now. Please go check it out. Spotify, YouTube, all that shit.
Click the like, subscribe, all those buttons.
But right now, we're doing Patio Pours, Obot Shorts, and we're featuring Acre from Memphis, Tennessee.
And today, right now, we've got Puffel.
Right now, for you,
a hazy
and me,
double juicy IPA brewed with Nelson Sauvon, Citra, and Mosaic. Nelson Sauvon. So that must be a dude's name that created a hop. Cool. Citra and Mosaic hops. Yeah, it's got little puffins. Little penguin puffins. Little puffin penguins.
Oh, dude, the description on this on their website is fucking glorious. Go check out Acre online. Their website's great. They've got full crazy descriptions on all their beers. I like it. This one I'm excited for because, all right, so let's get back to the fucking beer. On point. Last year, it was around a year ago, probably just over, something like that, I discovered Acre because I like to grab any tall boy. It's a craft beer that I haven't heard of at Schnucks or Dierberg's.
True, yeah.
Especially some of the Schnucks, they have great selections. Yeah. I'm just like, who the fuck is that? And I grab it. So I see this tiny bomb. I go to grab it, and I'm like, oh, Memphis, cool. That's a neighboring state. We should do this on the podcast. Tall Boy Pilsner made me excited. Very good beer. I love Tiny Bomb. It drew my attention to Acre. Then I found this guy, the Puffel. Very, very good. Only had it a few times because it's hard to find. And when I went to the brewery, they didn't have it. So I was at Total Wine in O'Fallon and got lucky enough to see that they had a little Acre stash, and this was one of them. So happy to drink it with you today, bro. I don't think so, because I'm almost positive it's one that I did a little short, or not short, solo review.
Acre is so wise,
man,
in what they do. Much like the Bow Echo that we had in one of our other shorts. For being what was this? This is a hazy double juicy IPA.
9%.
Still not a hop bomb.
Right.
Still subtle in their usage of the hops. They're there to be flavoring, not overpowering.
You notice how there's like a bitter malt on the back of the palate?
After
like a solid like 30 seconds, it's like all of a sudden there's a flavor that like starts to creep up on the back end. That's fucking cool, man. Let me see if they tell us. Oh yeah. So you have the.
So yeah, go ahead and read me off that description.
New Zealand bred, Nelson Sauvin hops. I really don't even know what the fuck that is.
I don't know.
This is why we need to go to Cicero classes.
This is some of this new shit that y'all don't even know about yet.
Yeah. At the dawn of Pangea and off the coast of an what? Hold on.
Off the coast of a coast.
These motherfuckers.
At the dawn of Pangea and off the coast of an archipelago. Archipelago. I bet that an archipelago that included Madagascar, New Zealand, and the Faroe Islands. When reached by a ferry through a mystical portal of the center of the earth, you'd wind up in the upside down where puffins, penguins, and porcas dominated air, land, and sea. This has got to be a reference to, like, Journey to the Center of the Earth.
There's a nerd reference I'm missing.
Yeah, I mean,
now I gotta know. Fuck.
The temperature was always tropical. The temperature was always tropical winter with long sunny days and billowy clouds of plume. Puffel harkens this yesteryear of supercontinent, long forgotten with its cloudy cover. New Zealand bred Nelson Sauvin hops, which bring cool climate white wine grape flavors. Ooh, I like that. And
I can see the grape flavor. Yeah.
Extreme fruitiness, passion fruit, and fresh crushed gooseberries. But beware, hungry like the penguin, it packs a deceptively potent punch.
She does indeed.
She does indeed.
Acre, you guys are just funky and cool, and I fucking love everything about you. I couldn't even read it with a straight face. I'm like, what the fuck are they trying to tell us here?
Well, us both being, so you and I have always crossed into many worlds. Both being nerds, both also having been athletes in our life. The the beer world is so inundated with. I mean, you kind of have to be a nerd because it is science.
It's true.
As
That's
much
true.
as it's art, it's science.
That's true, because there's a lot of bros that are brewers or in the brewer community, because there's a difference from being a beer fan and being in the brew community. But there's a lot of bros, but there's not that many jocks that you meet. You know, like real on through and through jocks that are brewers. But there is that level of science that has to go into
You're always
it.
gonna lean towards the nerdy kids that wind up running breweries, owning breweries, being brewers.
So again, I feel like there's some kind of reference I'm missing here.
Yeah, I feel like that has to, either that's mythological,
or
like
they just made up something and it's awesome.
No, I'm reading all that, like Archipelago, I've heard that before, but I think that's real. And then Pangea was real, but and then the tunnel through the center of the earth sounds like Journey to the Center of the Earth. It's been many, many years since I read Jules Verne. I do love Jules Verne, but I don't think I've read Jules Verne since I was in my 20s. And then I'm not going to count the Brendan Fraser or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies. You know.
Okay, so this is a short, but we're going to run a little bit longer because I want to nerd on this a little. We try to keep our shorts within 10 minutes, but 5 is always like our goal. We're bad about it. Sorry guys, we like the bullshit. But here you are sitting and drinking beer with us, and I just want to like talk about a couple little beer nerd things, because since brewing and getting into brewing mead and fermentation and watching how it goes, how it changes, and we see how a lot of things create tannins, and you can add stuff where the end product, the end result doesn't taste like the ingredient that you added. It created this new flavor. Something that's hard to put, to like pinpoint what is that exactly, and then you're like, oh well, we added this. Oh cool, and it just created this flavor profile. Wow, because their use of fruits in this is very awesome.
To best reference what Joe's talking about is like in a good Weiss beer or Hefeweizen that tastes like banana bread.
Yeah,
they don't have
there's
banana.
No banana
there's no banana in there. It's all from the malt and the yeast that creates the flavor. And we've had Weiss beers that you take a sip and you're like, banana.
Yeah.
But there's no fruit in there.
And then there's some that have so much clove where you don't get the same bready taste. But again, like, none of it is from adding banana.
Or clove. There's no clove in there either.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I think that's part of what makes some of these brews that we come across so cool. And I'm like seeing that Wiseacre, they're masters at it. It's very great. Your head brewer is very, very cool mind, like on how he comes up with this, because the use of grape, passion fruit, crushed gooseberry, that's in this beer. I don't specifically taste any of that, but collectively, the way it all fermented and it brewed and it came together, there's very cool, tropical, subtle tart flavors in it. And it's very nice, and it kills that alcohol bite that you would get on a normal 9%.
It is just, it's a very artfully crafted beer, and I really, really appreciate the way Wiseacre. We've always liked Tiny Bomb. We've had Tiny Bomb. You've seen us do Tiny Bomb.
It's a crusher. We're gonna do it again.
But the way they have artfully crafted their IPAs, they're almost IPAs for people that don't love IPAs, but they're also IPAs for people that do like IPAs. Now,
That's
not
true.
everyone that doesn't like an IPA is ever going to drink this, but you could probably give this to somebody that's like, IPAs are gross. They try it and they go, okay. You know what? You're right. Like, that's not.
We said that on the last one. We said that on the Echo. That last IPA we did from Wiseacre, we said if you're not a big hophead, if you're not a big IPA fan, you're on the fence. This is a good entry point for you.
They're not hot bombs for being a double.
I'd say this
juicy
one.
IPA.
Oh yeah, this one for sure. It's not at the level you'd expect, but the bitterness on it, a little bit of dry hop to it. I think this is one where if you're like, I kind of like them. I just started getting into it. This will surprise you because it's not your normal 9%. Fuck yeah, all the way around. Wiseacre, I love you. It's great. I can't wait to come back, and we're gonna have to do an Obot on the road in Memphis next year.